Have you ever wondered why, though many people over the age of 65 are told, don't go visiting around too much in old age? Is it just an old saying passed down from grandparents, or is there something far more serious hiding beneath those simple words? Most people believe that staying socially active always leads to a longer, healthier life. But what if there is another side to that story? What if the very habit that seems harmless can quietly increase certain risks after the age of 70? Today, we're uncovering a truth that millions of American seniors never hear about until it is too late. And before this video ends, you'll understand why researchers are beginning to look at this old advice in a completely different way. At first glance, the warning sounds outdated. After all, doctors encourage people to stay connected with friends and family. Medical studies consistently show that loneliness can increase the risk of depression, heart disease, and even early death. So, why would older generations advise limiting unnecessary visits? The answer isn't what most people think. It isn't about avoiding people. It is about understanding how aging changes the body in ways that most seniors never notice until a hidden tipping point arrives. To understand the mystery, we need to go back decades. The story actually begins in early adulthood. During our 20s and 30s, our immune systems are remarkably flexible. We recover quickly from long drives, poor sleep, irregular meals, and crowded environments. Most people can visit relatives, attend gatherings, travel across states, and bounce back within a day or two. These experiences seem harmless, which creates a lifelong belief that our bodies will always respond the same way. But science tells a different story. Researchers studying aging have found that many biological changes begin far earlier than most people realize. Small declines in muscle strength, balance, immune function, and recovery capacity often begin during the 40s. These changes are so gradual that they are almost impossible to notice in everyday life. According to long-term studies from the National Institute on Aging, adults slowly lose muscle mass each decade unless they actively work to maintain it. At the same time, the body's ability to recover from physical stress becomes less efficient. Most people ignore these quiet changes because nothing dramatic happens overnight. Then another decade passes. By the 50s and 60s, many Americans have developed conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, or reduced bone density. According to data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the majority of older adults live with at least one chronic disease, and many have two or more. Yet they continue following routines that worked 20 years earlier, visiting relatives across town, attending multiple social events in 1 week, spending long hours sitting in cars, eating unfamiliar meals, sleeping in different beds. None of these seem dangerous individually, but together, they begin creating a chain reaction. Here is where the story takes a turn that surprises even medical experts. After the age of 70, the body often reaches a stage known as reduced physiological reserve. This simply means the body has less backup capacity when faced with stress. A younger adult may recover from one poor night's sleep almost immediately. A 75-year-old may need several days. A younger person may shrug off dehydration after a family gathering. An older adult may experience dizziness, confusion, or even require hospitalization. This isn't weakness. It is biology. Dr. Luigi Ferrucci, one of the leading researchers in aging science, has spent years studying how resilience changes with age. His work has shown that seemingly minor stressors can have much larger consequences in older adults because several body systems are already operating closer to their limits. Now think about visiting around. Long drives increase sitting time. Sitting reduces circulation. Irregular meals affect blood sugar. Different bathrooms increase fall risk. Crowded indoor spaces expose aging immune systems to more viruses. Even joyful family gatherings often result in fatigue that lasts much longer than expected. Most seniors never connect these events. Instead, they think, I'm less getting older. But something else is happening beneath the surface. The breaking point usually arrives quietly, perhaps. It begins with one fall while stepping onto an unfamiliar Porch. Maybe it starts with catching a respiratory infection after attending several gatherings during flu season. Sometimes it is nothing more than exhaustion after traveling every weekend to visit children and grandchildren. One event alone may seem insignificant, but researchers have repeatedly observed that after a major illness, fall, or hospitalization, many seniors never fully regain their previous level of independence. That is the hidden risk the old saying was trying to warn about. Not that visiting people is bad, but that unnecessary physical strain becomes increasingly expensive after 70. American health surveys reveal another important pattern. Falls remain one of the leading causes of injury among older adults in the United States. Millions of seniors experience falls every year, resulting in hundreds of thousands of hospitalizations. Many occur away from home, where unfamiliar surroundings, poor lighting, loose rugs, uneven sidewalks, or different stair layouts create unexpected hazards. Money becomes part of the story too. Frequent travel means fuel costs, restaurant meals, overnight stays, medications forgotten at home, and emergency medical expenses if something unexpected happens. For retirees living on fixed incomes, repeated travel can quietly strain financial security without anyone realizing it. Lifestyle changes follow soon afterward. After one serious injury or illness, many seniors reduce physical activity because they become afraid of another accident. Less movement leads to weaker muscles. Weaker muscles increase fall risk. The cycle repeats itself again and again across millions of American households. Unfortunately, many older adults try solving the problem with outdated advice. Some believe complete isolation is the answer. Others avoid exercise because they fear injury. Some refuse mobility aids because they believe using one means giving up independence. Ironically, these approaches often make things worse. Modern aging research points toward a smarter balance. Stay socially connected, but reduce unnecessary physical stress. Choose shorter visits instead of exhausting all-day trips. Invite family to your home when possible. Plan travel during daylight hours. Rest before and after outings. Keep medications, water, and nutritious snacks readily available. The goal is not avoiding people. The goal is protecting your resilience. And perhaps this is what older generations understood through experience long before modern medicine explained it. Now, here are 3 actions you can apply today. First, evaluate every trip by asking one question. Is this visit meaningful enough to justify the physical energy it requires? Save your strength for moments that truly matter. Second, prepare your body before every outing. Stay hydrated, wear supportive shoes, carry your medications, and allow extra recovery time afterward. Small preparations dramatically reduce hidden risks. Third, maintain your physical resilience every week. Walking, strength exercises, balance training, and regular medical checkups help your body tolerate life's unavoidable demands much more effectively. Here is one warning supported by evidence. Never ignore unusual fatigue, dizziness, confusion, or weakness after travel or social gatherings. These symptoms may signal dehydration, infection, medication problems, or other medical conditions that require prompt attention, rather than simply being dismissed as normal. Aging. The surprising truth is that the old saying was never really about staying home. It was about understanding that the body's limits change, even when the mind still feels young. And in our next chapter, we'll explore another overlooked habit that quietly steals independence from millions of seniors years before anyone notices the first visible signs. If you found this information valuable, please take a moment to like this video and share it with someone who cares about healthy aging. Your support helps more families discover life-changing information. And if you don't want to miss the next chapter in this series, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. The next lesson may reveal another hidden factor that could protect your health, your independence, and your future.